On to Chapter 8 Monopolies and Media Connections. I made a Swedish video about this, the media landscape here in Sweden. It turns out that there are a few key organizations that own pretty much all of our media here. And it's so bad that you could almost say that they have a monopoly of the news reportings. We have some other weird stuff going on with the state media. State media recently released a video where they proclaim their position as the truth among, fake news and, attempts to destabilize and influence Swedish politics. So the state media is the truth here, the old friend that will always be there for you, so to say. The state media, they had a huge increase in budget, and this was not reported by the journalists here. They did not examine it very deeply, because this is something objectively good for all of the citizens. So now we pay for the Swedish state television by tax. Earlier it was a free choice. If you wanted to take part of that television, you could pay for it. Now everyone has to pay. And the state media has found an increasing interest in the entertainment business. So they would like to compete with the free market in entertainment and perhaps more cultural programs. Yeah. The state television have a channel directed towards kids for knowledge. It's called the Knowledge Channel. And just two examples from this channel is that they tell our kids what words mean or why the politics are as they are. And one phrase they explained recently through this knowledge channel is the term to be secondary offended. I'm not sure that is a good translation, but what I mean is that if I'm offended, that I'm personally offended. But this word means that I'm offended because someone else could be offended by what has been said or done. So here in Sweden, this is not only Sweden, because I watch a lot of videos from America and other European countries where they have the exact same behavior, where people are offended because they think that what has been said and done can be offending to someone else. This channel also explained to our kids what freedom of speech means. And to put it shortly, it means that you can say whatever you want as long as you don't offend anyone. Alright. So we have had the discussions of fake news and Russian trolls and Russian interference in politics and political discourse. And this also, made a few fact checkers appear. So we have these organizations for innovation called Vinnova here in Sweden. And they wanted to make sure that the Swedish people got the facts straight, that they had the facts. So that we have a site that we can go to find the truth. Or perhaps a Facebook page that will examine what has been said elsewhere and come to the conclusion whether it was the truth or not. And I'm hoping to find some good historical pictures of how this turned out, because it's a mess. We have had government officials that has concluded that it is okay to how to put it? It's okay to freeze out one certain political party here in Sweden. So it's okay to make sure that they don't look good in state television. And of course, in the political debate, this party has also been excluded from discussion and debate, even though they've had 18% of the voters in the last election. So almost a fifth of the voters are excluded from political debate and discussion.
Och därför så måste man ställa sig frågan, varför är det så svårt för de här människorna att få jobb? Jo, det är för att de inte är svenskar. För att de passar inte in i Sverige. Och det är klart att då är det svårt att få jobb. Det är klart att då är det...
Serande och SVT tar avstånd ifrån det.
In Swedish politics. The media here, they have very good connections internationally. And perhaps you'll follow the Greta Thunberg spectacle. And it's very interesting how well connected the Swedish political figures and media figures are with internationals. So Greta, she can just walk right into the United Nations and hold speeches.
Up here, I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
She can travel all around the world with help from Arnold, with help from other organizations that would like to help her go about and tell the world what they are doing wrong.
So will you be disclosing your finances? Will you be telling us who is paying for your trip, your Tesla, and bringing you to our country in the middle of an election?
Thank you very much.
I'm paying? You're paying for everything. You pay for the Tesla?
Who wants to pay for it? You bought the Tesla for free.
You borrowed the Tesla for free from New York.
Yeah, from Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Have you registered as a third-party advertiser coming to this country in the middle of an election period?
And this, I would say, it's a political grooming going on. Now, there is something called grooming, and this term is used when adults, prepare children for their own needs, so to say. And in my opinion, this is just that, but in a political sense. We're preparing the youth of the future for the politics that we would like to have. And the media here in Sweden, over time, we've had so many different campaigns. Perhaps you've seen them. Vi gillar olika, Refugees Welcome, Antifa, to name a few. And how it's interesting how easily the Swedish population latch on to these campaigns. We are very eager to show that we stand for what's good and definitely not what's bad and racist. Next point or next chapter in this story